So, in Charles's whiteboard video, he mentioned Stakepool operators as, being entities that offer, services to, people as they use the blockchain. And,
Yeah.
Charli3 in the node operation behind that is, one of those first services. We have Sunday Scoopers now, DC Spark is going to need them. So we're starting to see, more necessity for node operation. How is your node operation process going to work? Is that ever going to be opened up to the public? What is the onboarding process for that?
Yeah, for sure. It definitely people are excited about it. Like you said, it's everywhere. I mean, World Mobile's got their node operation too, with the Earth nodes, and we need this for decentralization. It's the only way to do it is to push this work out to other people. So beginning obviously in Cardano right now is a little bit hectic, right? And people are inventing the code as they go, right? There's nothing to pull from. So on our side, as far as bringing in the public, yes, eventually. However, off the beginning, we're only really going to be taking on experienced node operators, and that's in the public's best interest as well, and the project's best interest, because then we can actually get up and running as we're figuring out the code, as we're beginning integrations with people, and starting that process of understanding how the Cardano ecosystem is going to start to grow and work. Experienced node operators or state pool operators, whoever that can do this, it just means there's less hand holding off the beginning, so we can focus on building our core product. They can get that side up and running, and once that's all set and done with our initial set of people that we will be going through a full interview process with, then we'll be able to open it up to the public to have nodes, and we'll have we've been discussing different tiers of node operation depending on how unique or uncommon the data is that you're trying to get, because there is stuff that's like really quick and easy, and there's lots of sources, and there's ones that are more exotic sources of data, I guess, that would cost more for the projects to grab. So you might not have as many updates as a node operator to give to the projects, but each one would be more expensive. So we'll have different tiers of different types of node operation, and that will be eventually open to the public. And even right now, if you feel like you're experienced, you can send us an email with your experience and why you think you'd be a good fit, and we'll still look at you for sure. It's not fully closed off. We're just only taking experienced applicants.
That's really exciting. There's been a huge debate lately about MPO versus smaller stake pool operators, and one thing that really excites me is there's a lot of technical people that maybe they aren't being rewarded for the amount of technical knowledge they have and the value that they can bring to the chain, and solutions like this are going to kind of I think distribute that. So people that have technical skills are going to be able to provide value through Charli3, or as you mentioned, World Mobile, and also Sunday Scoopers as they expand. These other services that node operators can offer. I'm pretty excited about that. So thanks for explaining it.
Yeah, I think we're really excited about it too. It's really about the only thing we can do is a front-facing type of thing to the regular people, because our processes are completely back-end. Most people have no idea about oracles because they can't see them working or touch it, and use it. So we're definitely looking at that, and we're trying to bring in something in the future for those front-end users to somehow use our oracles through some sort of oracleized NFTs that you can use in gamified elements or something, because right now it's too hidden. And I think, the main thing right now is the node operation to try and get people in there and, like you said, support those other technical people that maybe don't make it to the fore as much as they should.
Yeah. So at the Wyoming Summit, I went there in person. I really enjoyed meeting community members. They announced there was a partnership with
Oh boy.
Chainlink, and a lot of people in the community thought, oh well, Charli3, Chainlink, this big guy's coming in, so then Charli3 is not going to have as much power as them. However, technically there's a nuance between the two offerings of Chainlink on Cardano and Charli3 on Cardano. So can you explain, from a high level, what the differences are between Charli3 and Chainlink?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, first off, I'll say for like there can be multiple oracles. It's actually a good thing for a chain to have redundancy in this data.
Yeah.
So far, for some reason, especially since that announcement, people go, "Oh, well, why Charlie if Chainlink? You guys are useless." And it's like that's not the case. You don't say that about multiple wallets or different types of dexes, right? So
Exactly.
same thing with
We need
oracles. I don't
multiple
know why.
dexes. We
Yeah.
we need people trying different things and moving forward. But I'll let you continue. Sorry for cutting off because it's even
No,
more
you're
than that.
totally right. I don't understand why it's just oracles. They think this, and it could have been purely because of that announcement. But either way, the whole difference is that we are built purely Haskell/Plutus native, the language of Cardano. People don't understand that almost all of crypto right now is built on Solidity or Solidity derivatives, like Rust or Golang or something, right? That is really quite easy to transition to. Haskell and Plutus is not at all. So you can't just use the same projects and the same code over on Cardano. It's the reason why the chain's not up and going yet. And Chainlink's entire Oracle system is built on the Ethereum base code. So all of their oracles have to get processed through that. We know the congestion issues that are happening with Ethereum. We know that it can't be transferred over that easily, like we've said. There
So it's
are
all written in Solidity, the smart
yeah,
contracting language. Okay.
yeah, exactly. So it's all written that way, and so it can't really interact with Cardano. And if it can through something like Melcomeda that's coming up as an EVM compatible layer 2 kind of platform, then it still has to take data, like cross that bridge, take data from Cardano, take it back, reprocess it in their Ethereum oracles, which are already going to be slower, and data might be mixed up now because it's taken it from a different source, a different language, right? Uh, Process it on their Ethereum side, and then have to try and send it back to the Cardano network again. So there's so many different points of transfer between different code languages and bases, and then going onto an already congested chain, that it will be slower and there will be more points of potential failure for data to not be updated properly. Will it work? Yeah, probably. Is it still a good option to use, especially for projects like say like Paribus or Redodo or even Indigo, even though they're native, right? Because they're doing cross-chain kind of functionality, for sure. Definitely use Chainlink there still. But if you're looking for the fastest, most reliable source of truth and data on chain, you always want to go with the native solution because there is no transfer of data languages. It's just boom, done. So that's where we're at with Charlie of building specifically on Haskell and Plutus. And we do plan to bridge out after that, but only after we're fully satisfied with what we've built on Cardano.